In this segment, we're going to go over how to use the text to column feature in Excel to enhance data in a pivot table to make fields or slicers easier to analyze against. Text to columns is a feature in Excel that parses the text in one cell or column into many columns using a delimiter that can be adjusted. Please note that the text to column feature has many unique options to specify how the text in one column is parsed into another column or columns. For the purpose of this demonstration, we will keep it incredibly simple and short. Again, please note that the text to column feature can be customized in many different ways to manipulate data in Excel. Feel free to take the time outside of this segment to look into what text to column can truly do. As an example, we have our table selected and are looking through all of the current fields. We happen to glance over at our OBBB field. OBBB might represent our object code as an acronym. Since the first digit of an object code can tell a big story, such as whether the object code is for a certificated staff member salary or a classified staff member salary, we might want to use the text to column feature to break up the 4-digit object code into two columns. The first column having the first digit of the object code, and the other column having the last 3 digits of the code. Essentially, we want something that can quickly help us identify if the object code is for a certificated staff member, represented by a 2 in the first digit, or if the object code is for a classified staff member, represented by a 3 in the first digit area. To perform the text to column feature in Excel, we want to make sure there is enough columns or a column next to what we want to parse. In the example, we insert a brand new column to the right of the OBB object column. The goal here is to leave the first digit of the code in the original column and place the last 3 digits in this new column. After inserting a new column to the right, the user wants to click on the main OBBB column or our source column. By selecting it, we are identifying for Excel which column we want to perform this feature on. After clicking on our source column, up on the Data tab, located on the main menu ribbon, located in the middle of the screen in the Data Tools quadrant is the Text to Columns icon. Click it to open the Convert Text to Columns wizard window. Notice how in the literal name of this window, it specifies that there are steps 1 of 3. There are 3 steps to select different features before text to columns will process. It's important to look through all of these descriptions or setup options within each of these 3 steps to ensure that the text to column feature parses data the way the user intends it to. In our example, we are selecting the fixed width setting. This setting will allow the user to specify the exact location to perform parses in the text. If the user were to select the delimitated option, they could have the text to columns feature break up text by such things as a comma, a dash, or even a space within the text itself. Again, we are sticking with the easiest way to use the text to column feature. Once the fixed width setting has been selected, the user will click the Next button located at the bottom of the screen. Step 2 of 3 now appears. This can't be expressed enough, but it's important to read all of the different options that can be performed in this step and how to perform them. In our case, we are adhering to the first option that gives the direction to create a break line, click at the desired position. What this is asking the user to do is to click down in the lower Data Preview section in each area where they want to break up their data. As a reminder, the user wants to break up the first digit of the 4-digit object code from the remaining 3 digits. The user can click between the first and second digit in the Data Preview section to tell the Text to Column feature to parse between the first and second digit of the text. To add more breaks, simply click in Additional Spots in the Data Preview area. To remove breaks that were accidentally added, simply double-click on the break again. Step 3 of 3 is often the most confusing to understand. Again, our goal is to make this feature as easy as possible. This step is asking the user how they want the parsed data to be represented. Down in the Data Preview area, the user can click in each of the parse segments and change between any of the formats above. For instance, the first digit of the object code could be a text format, and the last three digits could be a general format. Again, this can be the most confusing area of the text to column feature. Once everything has been selected as text, click the Finish button at the bottom of the window. Notice how the newly created column to the right of the OBBB, or object code column, now has the last three digits of the data, and the original object code column has the first digit of the code. As a friendly reminder, we just updated our table. Our pivot table is still looking at a snapshot in time from when the table was last updated. The user now needs to go refresh the pivot table in order to grab these two new columns that were created. Once the pivot table has been refreshed, the user can utilize the first digit of the object code to visually represent their data in the pivot table in a new way that may be easier to understand for others. A quick analysis of twos versus threes, or certs versus classifieds, can be concluded from the visual layout of the data now. For bonus points, utilize the text-to-column feature to break up columns. Then use these newly created fields as slicers, which we learned in an earlier segment, to quickly analyze data in our pivot table.